All right, so here we go. I did a 1 hour video last week, and I've been kind of self-absorbed in my schoolwork, so I have not streamed or even recorded anything. Um, I do plan on trying to make some more recorded content because YouTube likes to separate content like versus like live videos and like actual posted videos. So I've ever since I've discovered the more live side of YouTube, I have been kind of focused on that. So I kind of want to get like away from, not away from the live streaming. I really enjoy the live streaming aspect, but like I want to do a little bit less of it. Um, Hold on, I'm doing some audio balancing because yeah, see, I have that like turned all the way down. Um, I was struggling to be able to hear my own thoughts like last night or whatever. Um, okay. So, sorry, still adjusting the sound. I'm gonna start a new world. I did start a world with the 1 hour trial that I did. I had a lot of fun. I went and purchased the game. Um, so now here we are. Here we are in the game. But I want to start a new world because I feel like the idea of a new world, uh, something a little bit more of a challenge, I guess. Because like I started the game on like super easy mode, right? Just going to apply those changes. Okay, so I have, and this world right here isn't even the one that I created for the 1 hour trial because I did some stuff on the 1 hour trial where basically I was just like sprinting through the game, um, and in my efforts to just kind of like sprint through the game for that 1 hour, I, you know, I had fun, which is like that's the main thing is I had fun, but I did do like a lot of things that um, you probably shouldn't do on your first playthrough. Like I was attacking other humans just to like see what would happen, and yeah. So like the apparently there's like a whole police force in this game that shows up if you attack just like normal people. Um, but those police officers, I guess, or task force or whatever it's called, they not only do they just straight up follow you like wherever you go, and I do mean like wherever, like they literally teleport to you. It was hilarious. Um, if you want to see any of that content, it's on my previous live video. Go check that out. But essentially, they were following me around the island, and I couldn't get away from them. So eventually, I just died. Right? There was nothing I could do about it. Um, it was it was a very unfortunate series of events that happened. But it is funny to me that that I capture one person, right? I capture one human, and immediately, actually, I didn't even capture the human. I was trying to capture them, but I accidentally murdered, killed, unalived this one person, and the entire task force in the game was immediately spawned on my location, and they fast travel to you. You can't run away from them. However, there are like multiple gang outlets that exist in the game, and it's kind of funny. because like they'll fast travel to me, but they won't fast travel to all the gangs. Like all of the hostile people and shit that exists in the game, that like they're like, the go chase down this person, or go chase this organization who do bad things to the pals, um, and all this other shit. Like not a single one is teleporting into their base, which I find that odd. That police officers can just teleport to me, but they can't do that to them. Like that's just wild. I feel like, I don't know. That's something I may kind of like mess around with to kind of like force the police officers to show up in the middle of a base. Um, which I don't even know how I would do it, because like the only way you can get it to do is if you attack like a non-hostile civilian in the PalWorld. So maybe I attack one and then I run straight towards a bandit camp or whatever. Um, oh boy, I'm trying to think of a world name here. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that like they have seeds and stuff eventually, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Um, Hopefully they'll give you like different starting locations or something. I'm excited to see like the evolution of this game. I'm gonna turn the multiplayer on because it keeps the world like loaded in whenever you're not near. I'm gonna leave it on normal, but I'm also gonna go custom settings, daytime speed, slow that down, nighttime. We're gonna speed that up. The experience rate. I genuinely don't care how easy this makes it for me. I want as much experience as I possibly can. Um, yeah, if this could like go any faster, that's not what I want it to do. Okay, and then the PAL capture rate. I don't want to struggle capturing PALs. Capturing PALs already seems to be something that's kind of um, a tricky thing. I've seen a lot of people have like some serious difficulties capturing things that are like basically 1 HP. So if it's basically dead and I still can't catch it, that's kind of annoying. PAL appearance rate. I gotta go just like a little bit up. I don't want to change damage from PALs to PALs. PAL hunger depletion. I would like for it to deplete somewhat slowly. Stamina reduction. I feel like this is mostly a thing for like flyers, and I just don't want to be bothered with having to land my flyers constantly. PAL auto health regen. That should be like whenever they're in the ball, like if you put them back in their ball. Sleep health regen. That's in the PAL box. We want that up all the way. Damage from player. I don't really want to change too much of the damage numbers. I just want like some of the mechanics to be easier, because I do want this to be more of a normal run. I'm just taking out like some of the things that are kind of annoyances for me. Damage from player, damage to player, player hunger, down with that a little bit. Player stamina, down with that a little bit. Auto health regen. I mean, I want my health to be insanely fast recovery. Like I don't really care. Sleep health regen, just maximum. Damage to structure, not gonna change. Structure deterioration. I actually don't know what this affects directly, so I'm just not gonna mess with it. Max number of items dropped to the world. I'm gonna leave that at 3K because I genuinely feel like if I adjust that too much, I could end up making the game like kind of laggy or cause like some issues with like processing the game. Gatherable items. Yeah, I don't want to have any struggles gathering items. Gatherable objects health meter. So this is basically the gatherable objects health meter is going to make the thing like iron nodes and stuff is going to have more health, which means you can whack it more times, which means you can get more overall like ore and stuff from it. Gatherable objects respawn intervals. It's just respawn that shit constantly. Drop items multiplier. I just resource management here. Time to incubate an egg. Just no. I don't want to deal with raids right now. But I want to drop all items. So drop all items. I think you get to keep your pals. So we're just gonna drop all items. We're gonna keep equipment and pals. Number of guilds really doesn't matter, but I don't like that arbitrary number of like 20. Max pals working in a base. Let's just turn that up to 20 and rip the knob off. Alright. They do have it on multiplayer. It's not on super easy mode. Like, the combat is still going to be kind of tough. So that's nice. It's there's like a you cannot air. Well, yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't care. Random. Look at those arms, Johnny Swolo. Random. Come on, give me more random. Can you? I swear that's a dude. Okay, he looks kind of normal.
Huh? Huh? Ooh. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Really see, I don't see a lot of difference there. Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I think his eyes got like some freaking Sharingan or something going on here. Like, look at those eyes. Like, dude looks like he's gonna something. I don't know. Okay. That's really it. Like, if I could name my character, a character re-edit feature is planned for a future update. That's cool. I just wish they would let me name the character. Like, that would be dope. Here we go. Those are the 3 starter pals. Only you don't get to have Professor whoever it is in this particular generation. So like, look at the way he's pulled his shoulders back like he's friggin' Macho Johnny. I want to grab this fast travel point. I also want to go back to like the beach. Because there was like one thing I found on the beach was the last time I found like some pals, some pal ball, pal spheres, whatever. Because the palladium, whatever stuff, it's not exactly difficult to get. It's kind of like, matter of fact, I can look right here. Yeah, there's one right there, there's one right there, there's one right there, and there. So, like, I don't know. Definitely some utility. So there's an iron node. See, I built my first base over here, right? And there's some rocks. There's some rocks right here, right there, right there. There's one there in the back. It's a handful of trees. This stuff will grow back over time, which is what I turned up just a second ago. That setting, but I'd rather put it your first base on an iron node. There's only a few different pals that can actually harvest iron. They have to have a +2 in the category for harvesting, uh, for mining. Is it +2 for mining? Is what they need. Um, that stamina is insane. All right, so we got us like a couple of pieces of wood and stuff. Just, we need we need spheres and we need pals. Also need to not be naked, but like do what we can here. Hey, buddy. Oh, it won't let me change the camera angle. I don't like this angle. Shit. Castaway. Oh, no voice acting at all for this game, which is fine because like Pokemon doesn't have any voice acting, and they've somehow turned into a $1 billion corporation that legitimately will not allow other people to use their content for any reason whatsoever on any platform. They don't care. Like, Nintendo's kind of disgusting the way that they handle their behavior sometimes. Like, you have to think, like, somebody who really enjoys your content and they're going out of their way to stream your content or to play your content live for, maybe 5 people, maybe 100 people, maybe several hundred, maybe 1,000, maybe several thousand people, and they're all watching your content be created, and it makes them want to go and purchase the game. And your response to this behavior is a DMCA takedown. Like, how do you take down content that's promoting you? And you're just like, I don't really care that you're playing our game. You can't share it on any platform at all. Like, I don't understand Nintendo. They do some weird shit in my opinion. But that's like a whole other thing. This just proves that like Pokemon could totally do something with their content, if they were willing to put in like any effort at all for like world building and stuff. I mean, like, I have Scarlet. I've played Violet, borrowed it from my friend. Um, I've actually played a lot of the other games. A lot of them aren't coming to mind right now. I just want to explore this little ruins real quick. But they have all these different Pokemon games that just keep coming out year after year. But there's nothing really new or interesting about any of them. Like for Scarlet, you get this bike thing. Violet as well, because they're parallel games. But there's nothing new to add to Pokemon. And the fact that not only do they not want to, this game kind of proves that it can be done. And Pokemon is just kind of like, we don't want to do that. We want you to stop doing it, actually. I love the survival craft style of games, by the way. It's some of my favorite type of content. Well, hello there, big guy. You are scary looking. This is like one of my favorite genres. Conan Exiles, Ark. The poo brain is really getting to me this morning. Minecraft. I am struggling with each one of these. Alright. But, like, there's a lot of different games that do kind of the franchising thing. Or not the franchising thing, excuse me. That do the survival craft type thing. There's a lot of games like that. And I would argue for like pretty much anybody that has, seen this game, um, and be like, oh, it's a blatant Pokemon ripoff. Um, what do you guys think Digimon has been doing for years? Like, I see everybody talking about it's a Pokemon ripoff, but like, where were all those people for Dragon Quest when Pokemon came out? Because like, Dragon Quest came out first. Like, make no mistake, Dragon Quest came out first. So, a game that legitimately came out first. And, um, you know, Pokemon creators weren't told to cease and desist. They weren't told to step out of the way. It's not your style of game. You can't do this. Like, turn-based gaming is fun, but I like the more action-based, because like turn-based is it's okay. It's kind of mid. Turn-based is like Final Fantasy, games like that where you have, this effort. You have this effort, whatever, to um, build like a team, and you look at their strengths and weaknesses, and you kind of just like play them in a way that the fuck are my dogs barking at? Well, this was probably the boat that I came in on. I was a crashed wanderer here. This actually looks like a pretty good spot to set up a base. Like if you wanted to. Some more paldium. Paldium. It's something like that. My dogs don't seem to be barking anymore, so there's like resources here. It'd be cool if it was like a drink or a food item or something. That's fine. I don't think you can break this with my fist. Okay, you're getting more damage to it than I thought. I don't think I'm doing enough damage to actually get resources from it. Ooh, Mega Ball. So these things, like, they're good for leveling up your throwing ability and stuff like that. Yeah, so, like, the swimming in this game, it does exist, but, like, if you're gonna go swimming in this game, just know that you're, like, using stamina the whole time. I'm actually not using stamina. I have died drowning before because I was swimming. Okay, see the stamina bar shows up. It does drain. It's just extremely slowly. That's okay. Just know that because of that stamina drain, you swim too far out, you can't get back to land, you're screwed, you will drown, you will die. That is literally one of the things in this game that worried me the most whenever I started it. What's up there? Why do I look like an anime character? Took me this long to realize my character looks like he's the main character from an anime. Like, every main character has like some kind of outlandish hair color, like red or blue or pink, or while everybody else is a brunette or a blonde. It's like, I'm special. My hair's blue. I am the main character. Haha. Just chirp at me. I'm climbing and I don't really need to. But we have a sphere. 2, actually. And I'm going to be honest. The little chicky guys, great for getting eggs early game. But you gotta build a little farm for it. The sheep guys, great for getting like the, cloth and stuff. You can build clothing, and it's like there's some other stuff. There's Parachute is really useful early game. Ooh, there's an egg. I'm not even going to take those because the eggs don't stack. This is actually something I really don't like about this game. Eggs like this, they're going to be used to hatch a pal. I almost said a Pokemon. So they're going to be used to hatch pals. And if you have like I don't have an incubator right now. If you have an incubator, go ahead, grab all the eggs you want. But they take up an inventory slot, each one. They don't stack. So your chest can get full pretty quickly. On my main world, I have like a bunch of those eggs and no incubator yet. That will be a project eventually of mine that I will go get one. But like the what was I saying? The eggs are kind of they're useless right now. I mean, if you want to go collecting a bunch of those things, it's by all means. I'm so glad he's no longer here. That big guy would have made it difficult to climb up that cliff ledge. See, like, there's another egg right there, and I kind of want that. But at the same time, I'd rather come back and explore that stuff later. Because it's going to fill up your inventory pretty quickly. Each one takes an inventory slot. And even though you have a carry weight, right, you also have a max number of, like, inventory slots. So even though you may not be at max carry weight, you can be at max inventory. I know because I've done it before, and it was so frustrating. Look at that. There's my carry weight meter pops up at about half. Oh no. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother picking up those eggs. If you want to catch you some eggs, by all means, go get the eggs. Just bear in mind, they each take up its own inventory slot. The carry weight on them is really not that bad, if I'm being honest. But, like, unless you have an incubator, you can't even use the egg. Like, that's number one. You can't even use the egg unless you have an incubator. And then the number two is, like, even though you might have an incubator, or, or whatever, running around collecting all those eggs, they're just going to take up inventory space. So without the incubator, you're just wasting inventory space. I'm not even going to do it. Like, I know where those two eggs are. There's plenty of eggs out in the world. Oh, what are you doing over here, big guy? Yeah, what are you doing over here? Really, really, really would prefer that you don't. My guy, you look like a problem. You look like a real problem. And he's a boss. I haven't even beaten this guy in my world yet. Mostly because I like the survival craft part of this game more than anything else. It's just so much fun. We're gonna get us some berries. And then I'm going to find a spot with like 1 or 2 iron nodes nearby it. Because the iron will respawn over time. And then I'm going to basically build next to it. I'm build next to the iron so that once I have Tombat, I believe is his name, is a Tombat. Hey there, little guys. Oh, so cute. Once I've gotten me a Tombat, they have a level 2 mining skill. So, they will be able to harvest, like, iron, palladium, palladium, you know, whatever. So I feel like he will be very useful once I actually can get to it. But I want to be built on a location where there's going to be an iron stone popping up regularly. Like there's one right there. And I know there's another one up there on the hill. Now, notice how like there's so many pals here. None of them are hostile. kind of indicated by like the intro video where you get woken up. Oh God, I'm almost. Oh, we're encumbered. Let's stop picking up stuff for a minute. Where are we at? 267, 2674, 9. I'm gonna need some of those here soon. 2992, 997. Yeah, we're not gonna go any higher than that. Okay, so this actually looks like a pretty good area to start with. There was an iron node up top, but there's also this one over here. And then if I put like my PAL center somewhere out here, maybe, because I don't want my pals to like fall off cliff ledges and stuff. That's another thing. When you're placing your PAL center for your first build or whatever, pay attention to where you're placing it. Because if you place it like really close to, say for instance, if I put mine right next to this waterfall, it's like a radius around you. So the radius, even though the center of your camp will be like right there on that cliff ledge, the outer edge of it will be like all the way out to here or some shit. So like you'll have pals constantly falling off the cliff ledges. They can get stuck down here and not be able to figure out how to get back. So that'll lead to them like, falling and not being able to get back, and then like starving to death. I've literally had that happen to me a couple of times. The easiest way for me to handle it was to just like go back to my PAL center and move, like take the PAL, put them inside the PAL center, and then put them back out into the encampment. But like having to pick up my PALs and swap them back and forth in the inventory to like having to do that just to be able to like use or to not have pals basically die on me was kind of annoying. Okay, I started this, but I also need to use the bathroom, and I'm about to talk to my friend for a minute. So figured, how much over encumbered do I need to be for? Oh, okay, it did it. Where's my carry weight? I need it to drop under 300. Okay, 2998. That's good enough. So this might actually be a spot where I'm going to set up camp. I'm not 100% sure yet. A couple of trees and whatnot over here. So this might be a good spot. But I am going to return to the main menu. So that was the setup for the game. I'm going to put a little bit more effort into building the base and catching me a pal and all that other stuff on the next one. So